Good day, somewhat respectable swoop racers. I'm Unsilent, and we're on the air with more Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic to the Sith Lords. We are still on Telos at Citadel Station. Last time we ended up in the cantina where I did a little swoop racing among us of all things. This is Doc's Module 126, which I was going to head back to the exchange. Is it Bumani Exchange Corps building way back on the other side in Residential Module 082. But I took a detour here when I found this door. I stumbled across it. So let's chat some folks up. I'm surprised there are so many people traveling with things being as dangerous as they are. I thought everyone would stay home. That's what they want you to do. Yeah, okay. They've got one line for the Duros. The pair of Duros, sorry. The Duros, the guys with the big bulbous heads and the big red eyes, as opposed to the Chiss, which have normal, like, are humans with blue skin and red eyes. You know, like Thrawn in the Rebel series.
I hear the refugee problem on Nar Shaddaa is getting out of hand. I met someone who managed to escape. He didn't even want to talk about it.
You know, refugees and Nar Shaddaa are not things I would think that would go together, since Nar Shaddaa, we've been there in Dark Forces, and Nar Shaddaa is the, the smuggler's moon near Nal Hutta, which is the Hutt homeworld. So I wouldn't think that Nar Shaddaa would be, particularly, I skipped that, oh well. Oh, we can fast travel. Or, yeah, that's it. That was all we could do was fast travel. But this is, Doc's Module 126. Speaking of Rebels, we finally did last week get Rebels in Canada. Finally. This is Docking Bay 3. If you have no business here, please be on your way. Oh, really? Now I'm curious. What goes on in here? Docking Bay is privately owned by the Citadel Station branch of Czerka Corp. Okay. Any relevant inquiries can be directed to the Czerka offices in Module 082. Well, I shall be the judge of that, sir. Okay, apparently I'm just gonna go. Nope. We've got to, yeah, I keep hearing that. He said it was a private docking bay. I don't think we can jump him. I haven't equipped any weapons, have I? Oh, crap, I haven't equipped any weapons. I've just got the clothes that I've got on my back. But, yeah, I guess we still don't have a... We can put our vibro sword back in place. And I'm going to do most of this off screen if you just give me a moment. But one thing was Paperclip Clips, who I'm hoping his channel has a scad of old Clippy videos. I'm old, so I don't know if you guys remember Clippy, the Microsoft Office tutorial helper thing everyone hated, so they basically turned them off. But let's see. We've got, does it say what? Oh, right and left arm, okay. I think an armband. He pointed out that you get a little bonus from the Exiles, our armband thing here. So I'm just going to put that on. Like so. And it's a permanent thing. It's not a per-use item like the energy shields and whatnot are multi-use or like limited-use items like that. So I just thought I'd point that out. And, yeah, I'm going to do some equipping. We'll come right back, and we'll, it'll be like this it'll take me like 5 minutes. It'll take you no time at all. Alright, don't we look like a dangerous crew now? I got my vibro sword back. Krea's got a sword. I wanted to give her that little staffy thing she had before. Nope, well, obviously, if we're here a few episodes ago, she's missing her left hand, so she can't do two-handed weapons anymore. So, oh, hi, Ithorian fella. It's one of the orbital freighters. Okay. So for some reason, they parked Czerka and the Ithorians next to each other, even though they're fighting over restoring the surface of Telos. So normally the transport is used for flora and fauna from Onderon and other worlds to the restoration zones. However, normally seems to be the operative word here. Nothing really. Our restorations efforts have been brought to a standstill. So what you mean by normally? Oh, nothing. It's just like nothing's happening. Well, that's not normally. There are planet restoration contract disputes with Czerka that must be resolved before we can resume our work. I know a little more than that. Chodo Habat, our leader, could tell you more. Ah, good old trade disputes. Staple of Star Wars. It's like poetry. It rhymes. I'm gonna get a lot of mileage out of that catchphrase. Oh, you got it. Okay, hi, you.
This dock is off limits pending an ongoing TSF investigation. Move along.
I'll be the judge of that.
This dock is off limits pending an ongoing TSF investigation.
Okay, fine. Oh, can I use the terminal? Airlock terminal closed. You know I've got a vibro sword. I'm not afraid to use it on you bastards. That's a terrorist citizen.
I've been waiting for my flight to Terrace for 5 years.
Terrace? Terrace sounds vaguely familiar. I know I've seen it pop up. You know, at Future Steve, just if you want to do a little blurb right down here, why Terrace sounds familiar to me, other than it's just like it's a place in new canon. I mean, they've reused a lot of places from the old canon and new canon. I'm pretty sure that a senator, or not a senator, but like a junior legislator, sorry, from Terrace is in the junior legislature, the junior senate, or whatever the learner senate, or whatever it's called in Leia, Princess of Oleron by Claudia Gray. Now this, our shuttle to Residential 082, it's actually shuttle. Well, I'll be damned, it's actually a shuttle. By the way, where'd my friends go? They've gone missing. Did I turn on solo mode? Oh no, there they are. There they are. They just pop into frame when they feel like it. Alright, we have to find, I think, the exchange folk. Oh no, they were over the other way. Right. Because there was a Rodian out front. Gonna jack ourselves a Rodian. Should I get out my blaster for this? This is how you deal with Rodian thugs. You have no business with the exchange. Get out of here. Oh, sorry. I should go. Open that door or you're dead. I'm dead if I do open it too, and you're not getting in. Then I guess you're dead. Dark side points gained. I'll be the judge of that. Oh, is he really going to try kicking me? Oh, we've wounded him. Oh, he's okay with a vibro sword, but Atton shot him in the back. You know why Atton shot him in the back? Because Atton's a scoundrel. He's a rogue. You hit guys from behind when you're a rogue. Due to recent events, admittance by appointment only. Well, let's page the receptionist.
That door can't be opened from there. Is there something I can do for you today?
Oh. That's a shame. Alright, well, are you sure I can't just open the door? Well, it was worth a shot. Anybody want to pick that guy up? Just in case, you know, somebody comes looking for him. I guess this means we gotta go talk to somebody other than the exchange folk. I thought they had our ship, because Tilo's security force kind of strongly hinted in the last episode that our friends, such as they are, at the exchange might have nicked our ship. Chodo Habat sent for me. Ah, you are the Jedi Moses spoke of. I will open the doors for you now and inform Chodo Habat of your arrival. You already opened the doors, brother. Or at least I opened the door. So, we shall come in. Hello, Mr. Greeter. It's a great name for an Ithorian. Greeter. Spacious space. With fountains and everything. A lot of plants. Plain on the walls, though. Admiral Thrawn would not care for this. He's not a botanist. He's an art connoisseur. A vivarium? The hell is that? A Bakhani plant? The hell is this? This appears to be a Bakhani plant, one of the many specimens the Ithorians are monitoring for the restoration project. This has got like a shield on it. That's interesting. It's probably not that viable if you have to protect it with a shield, but what do you think, Mr. Ithorian? Welcome to the Restoration Project's Vivarium. I'm assuming you're the gardener. I monitor the growth of plant specimens collected here. Each of the species found on the planet's surfaces are represented here. It's important that we observe growth patterns in a controlled environment before large areas are transplanted. Ah, it's the old Simpsons thing, right? Remember the episode of The Simpsons where Bart came over with a bullfrog? I'd have called them Chazwazzers. Right, that one? It was the episode with the boot. And how flora and fauna were not permitted, and the Chazwazzers, or bullfrogs, call them what you will, kind of grew unchecked and spawned, and many, many, many Chazwazzers took over the Australian countryside. You're all just Ithorians. These contract disputes are quite distressing. The planet will not grow strong while we bicker with Czerka. I'm assuming if we go this way, we'll eventually find Choto-Habat. There's Moza, and I'm guessing you're Choto-Habat. Safe assumption. Hi, Moza. Hello again, Hinmirdon Crusher. How may I be of service? What will you do? What do you do here? I serve primarily as Choto's assistant. My duties became even more time-consuming after the loss of our original droid intelligence. I'm also our herd's representative when it comes to matters concerning the Telosian Council, Republic representatives, and many others. What will you do when your project is completed? Move on to the next project, I would assume. For me, it is that hard to think that far into the future. I believe that this will consume many of the next years of my life. However, I hope that our reputation or restoration of the planet will convince the Republic Senate and other to allow other herds, blah, blah, blah. He wants to be in charge of his own planet restoration project in the future. That's what he wants. Alright. What's through this door? Nothing. Alright, well, I guess we have to chat with Mr. Habat. Oh, there's an Ithorian computer. Let's hack the Ithorian computer. There's T3 when you need him. Displays wildlife statistics for the restoration project. Well, that's kind of boring. Alright, let's chat with Choto-Habat. Yeah, it gladdens me that you came. I am Choto-Habat, the leader of the Ithorians here. I'm sorry to impose our troubles upon you, but I did not know where to turn until I sensed your arrival. So, you sensed my arrival. He's a force-sensitive Ithorian, interestingly. I am a priest of my people and adept in the Force. I sensed an echo within the Force upon your arrival. It is a subtle disturbance, and this one is actively listening for it. I suspect you are one of the remaining Jedi. I hoped you could help us. That is why I sent Moza to seek you out. What do you mean, one of the remaining Jedi? So, I'm not a Jedi. That's an Ahsoka Tano line. From Rebels. I think I mentioned on the last episode how baller World Between Worlds was. I liked Ahsoka coming back as Gandalf the White at the end of the Rebels finale. So I'm assuming it's not spoilers. It's like 2 weeks old in America, and like, yeah, I mean at that point it's kind of it's a TV show. You're watching it if you're concerned. You're watching it. If you're not, you're not. So I mean, it's my thinking. I'm sticking to it. But if you missed it, there's a thing in the description that says I'm talking about the Rebels finale. So anyway, let's carry on. The echo I felt upon your arrival was not a natural thing. It spoke of great pain, not of the body, but of the spirit. As if you once felt the Force flow through you, then it was torn away brutally and quickly. The echo comes from the hollows where it once flowed through you. So bastard Jedi Council, guys. I once felt the Force, yes, and it's slowly returning, perhaps, and if so, how could you help? I don't want to talk about this. What do you want from me? Let's just do the first one. This is a most unusual wound you carry. If you permit me to examine you, perhaps I could restore some of what was lost.
Your speech is filled with maybes and perhaps. You are bold to make promises of healing while the world under your care burns and dies. You may be able to help, but there is always a price, is there not?
Do not mistake me. It is not our desire to see any living thing suffer, but it is the suffering of Telos that is all that consumes us. Tell me, do you know of the problems our restoration efforts face? Yes. You mean your trouble with Czerka, right? Yes. Our first goal is to get the restoration project moving forward again. Our second goal is to wipe out Czerka. They originally provided a droid intelligence Citadel station that would manage the logistics of the project. It vanished some time ago. You mean it was stolen? Without saying such. Ah, that is exactly what I'm going to say here. The TSF conducted a thorough investigation of the matter and is able to find any reason for its disappearance. However, they do not believe that it was a victim of theft. At great expense, my herd has acquired a second, somewhat lesser intelligence to take its place. The Telosian government has offered a small escort, but I'd hoped you might see its safe transition from the docks to here. Might you aid us in this matter? Well, I would... It's pretty much... I'm assuming Czerka wants to... Let's see. I want to play Czerka against it. What would I get out of this? Telos' fate hangs in the balance. For your help, I will attempt to aid your healing. Perhaps that which is lost can be restored. Alright. The ship I arrived in was recently stolen. I'm more interested in that. I heard a ship was missing, hidden somewhere on Telos. Those in my herd are familiar with the planet. We could help search for it. Perhaps this would be payment enough for your services? Well, why don't you help me find my ship first? Yeah, there's a good question. Apologies, but I cannot. Too often we've been misled or used by others in recent days. We can no longer afford to give selflessly, lest we have nothing left to give. Well, excuse me. I will think about this. Consider it seriously then, for it is a matter most grave. I assume Czerka is going to want to play the other side. I can only assume that the folks at Czerka, and you guys know my opinions on big corporate from some time working for big corporate. Forgive me, Chodo, but the human, I could feel his suffering. Oh god, he's force sensitive too? I did not feel it until he stood before us, but then it filled my senses. Have you ever felt such an intensity before? Only once before, the day I came to Telos and strode upon its ashen surface. It is a planet's worth of pain. I do not know how he endures. It is because he has no choice. Yeah, okay, that's... Perhaps in helping to heal a planet, it will help him become whole again. That is an interesting perspective, you two. Now where is the Czerka office? Information terminal. Medical facility. Lab station. Module East. Varium. So I think we gotta go back this way. Let's see. Czerka office is straight ahead and on the right. We'll play two off each other. I assume Czerka is going to want us to interfere with the transfer of the droid. Oh, they get their own loading screen. This should be impressive.
Good day. I am B4D4, Administrative Assistant for Czerka Corporation's Citadel Station branch. How may I help you?
Yes, I'm here to see Jenna Losso.
Of course. She has been expecting you. You will find her through the door and down the hall on the right.
Alright, thank you. So we should go to the left. Oh, well, that's handy. Man, this doesn't look... Czerka and... Czerka... What the hell are we in? Are we in some sort of, like, briefing room or something?
I hear Asgul's been paying mercenaries to go to Dantooine. Can't figure out why anyone would need mercenaries for a planet full of farmers.
Now, Dantooine was where the Jedi Temple was in the last game. You're sour-sounding, droid. I mean, not Chopper sour-sounding. By the way, did you love the reveal of who was the voice of Chopper? I figured there's got to be some gimmick, and they're going to reveal it at the end. Now we heard this because you could hear like there was a voice behind Chopper because it was kind of like muddied.
I'm glad that Czerka put a capable woman in charge of the project. I've got every faith she'll do things right.
Well, we'll see.
Losso isn't the most popular executive I've worked under, but I'll say one thing. She gets the job done.
Well, I guess I will be the judge of that. Okay. This isn't promising.
Only authorized Czerka personnel are allowed beyond this point.
Interesting. So, I get the distinct feeling that if I make a false move, that your boys are gonna blast me. I mean, I'll electrocute them, you know, limited power and all that.
I knew you'd come eventually. I'm confident that we will be able to reach a working agreement satisfactory to both you and I. But where are my manners? On behalf of Czerka Corporation, I would like to be the first to welcome you to Telos.
And that sounds like the start of trouble. Just being pleasant. I get the feeling these guys are the dark side option, so let's see what you have in mind.
Our primary concern on Citadel Station is the restoration of Telos' surface. The Republic is eager to revitalize Telos as a benchmark for other such efforts in other systems. While a generous amount of credits has been budgeted to Telos, the bumbling of Chodo Habat and his Ithorians has squandered away much of these resources. For a project of this size, judicious planning and thrifty spending of resources is a necessity, something Habat fails to understand. Nonetheless, Czerka remains optimistic. There are many jobs we need assistance with. For someone with your experience, you would be well compensated.
Okay. What are you thinking?
Czerka has been managing the restoration project without the assistance of a droid for some time.
I knew this was coming.
That has commandeered the new droid intelligence that was to be delivered to the station. I'd like for you to meet the shipment at Dock Module 126, Shuttle Bay 2, and bring the droid back here before the Ithorians foul things up again.
Okay. So this is interesting.
Requisition, if it helps. As the Republic's fund for the restoration of Telos is now divided between both parties, it really isn't stealing, as you put it. It will save the Republic time and money if we cut through the process of having a droid transferred to us. It will be better for Telos in the long run.
Let's see. I'll think about it.
Very well, then.
Interesting. Yeah, so basically your first choice is to help the Czerka Corporation, big corporate, or to help the Ithorians. Little mom and pop shop. I think we're going to help the Ithorians this time out. But that's mostly because I don't like big corporates. So we're going to help the Ithorians out with this. I do get the distinct feeling, though, that, like, this is basically a, you know, it's a zero-sum game. Someone has to win, someone has to lose. Don't think playing both sides is going to work after this. But since we didn't get anything about our ship out of those idiots, we'll have a chat with Chodo Habat. Yes, I'll see you safely. Many thanks. I'll send word to my people. They'll be waiting for your arrival at Bay 2 in Dock Module 126. Alright, I think we could probably fast travel there. If not, we'll fast forward our way there. It's nice to have fast travel so you can just skip the load screens. Coming around this way. Ha, you didn't see me. I'm like John Cena. You can't see me. Now can we transit to 126? Let's go. And here we are. Now, Bay 2. Oh, literally Bay 2. Greetings. Habat sent me to deliver the restoration droid. Yes, he sent word ahead of you. Please enter. They're waiting inside. This seems pretty empty, but I guess we'll open Bay 2 door. Just we'll type into midair. I'm waiting for somebody to try and get the drop on us. Little do they know. What is that thing that I have? Oh yes, that's right. Unlimited power! I will admit. Ah, balls. Atton.
Just say the word.
Atton, pick me a lock.
Damn thing's stuck.
No problem. Bash it. Bash it. Thank you, Atton. Hi. How's it going? You shouldn't be here. I must devote my full attention to Operation the Docking Bay. Oh, well, that was lame. All that effort. For nothing. Oh, well. There's a nice aside. This is why you're exploring these things. Oh, and better switch back to the blaster, mate. I suspect we're about to get ourselves into a spot of trouble. We've got a long time without a fight, so I figure we're due soon.
I'm glad you're here. I'm the only man the TSF could spare, and frankly, I got a bad feeling about this.
Would people stop saying that? Chodo Habat said another would arrive to help us.
Excuse me, Master, but it seems we have some additional visitors.
Oh, it's Jana Lorso and some thugs. Who are you? How did you get in here? Oh no, it just looks like Jana Lorso from a distance, but it's just a thug. Oh, they're just all over the place. They're just flying all over the place, but that's alright. We're just quickly slicing through all of them, because we've got a team full of badass. Oh! She just jacked him in the face with a... An assassin's tool? It's no surprise that the hired killers would carry weapons such as these. What assassin's tool? It looks as though the blaster has been heavily modified. Interesting, I believe you're correct, but though by no means I'm an expert. Such modifications are legal on Citadel Station. Lieutenant Grant should be informed so he may conduct an investigation. I will leave it with you. But more importantly, you should take the droid back to Chodo Habat. I fear there may be more attacks if you do not see to it quickly to safety. Oh, I still have an option to screw him over and lie and screw him over. Modified holdout blaster. That might be what we need. I'm guessing that we can't. Oh, there's some remains we can pick clean still. Yeah, some crap. Alright, everyone out of the way. We're going back to visit one Chodo Habat. And do we have to walk the whole way, or can we run? Or rather, fast travel? Where'd that stupid droid go? Ah, well, screw it. If he isn't there by the time I get out of the airlock, I'm just leaving him behind. Oh, opened by a nearby terminal. Oh, that's nice. They've, There we go. Can you get out ahead of us? No, that isn't him. You know what? Let's just... So, you're Habat's errand boy, let's see. What's it to you? Czerka has an offer for you. Oh, good. Pay you some 250 credits for returning the Ithorians droid to Czerka. See, I'm not interested. Tell you're too thick-headed to see through the lies you've told yourself, but if you're in any doubt, talk to Jana Lorso at Czerka's offices. Allons-y. Oh, really, I was looking forward to kicking you in the skull. Oh, well. We'll go back to, I guess it's the entertainment module. Where does stupid droid go? Is it not rendering with us? We'll just see it through when we get to the end. I don't quite understand where it went. I was hoping to get a little more accomplished in this episode. Kind of like, you know, finding our... I was going to say, well, we found our stupid droid, but I should say, not finding our stupid droid, finding our ship. We found the stupid droid. I want to find our ship. Last stop at Czerka's offices? Hey, didn't we just kill you? Kind of getting sick of dealing with, you know, resurrecting Czerka not Czerka thugs, exchange thugs. Czerka exchange, it's all the same bullshit. One's a legitimate thuggish operation, the other is a illegitimate thuggish operation. It's like, 250 credits is not really... I mean, I'm sure it's a lot of money at this stage of the game, but is it really... You know, it doesn't really do a good job of telling you, you know, like, what's the benefits of screwing one over for the other. I thought Yeah, okay. Great, I left the stupid thing behind. Great. Not happy. Alright, well, I guess, we'll be back in a minute with, a droid, maybe? All I had to do was talk to the damn droid, and he would have fast-traveled his way here. Our computer systems were prepared for your arrival. You may begin transferring your data into it immediately.
I shall do so now, Master Habak. Farewell, and farewell to you as well.
I'm grateful for your help in this matter. Please accept this as a gift from my people. Let's see. No, I already chatted about it. Thank you. Now what? This incident at the docks confirmed one of my fears. The gunman from the exchange Czerka's hired the criminal syndicate to work against us. You want us to go in and chop them up? I'm good at that. Long have I suspected Czerka and the exchange worked together, the former supplying manufactured arms to be sold via the latter's back market channels. So with a nice little money laundering. Now with the TSF keeping a closer eye on Czerka's activities, the corporation has turned to exchange to be fist on Citadel Station. And what's there to be done? I've tried to meet with the leader of exchange here, a core named Lopak Slusk. He's refused every invitation. That's no one inside the exchange suites. It does not take us seriously, a Jedi, though are renowned as warriors and diplomats both. Perhaps you could speak with Lopak, show him the value of a restored Telos. Yeah, I might show him the value of a restored Vibro sword, but I'm not any Jedi. I don't know if you noticed. So you said, again, I am sorry. Oh, I have to go talk to him? Guide my thoughts to your safety and Lopak's as well. I wish harm upon no one. Yes, well... Oh, we got Jal Shay perception gloves. Did we not? Oh, and we leveled up as well. But did we not have Jal Shay perception gloves? Ooh, we've gone to level 8. I think that means it's unlimited power time. So we've got the extra power stuff, but okay. That's handy. Dexterity, awareness, and wisdom. If I wasn't too concerned about getting into a fight with idiots, I'd be all over that, but until we upgrade from a Vibro Sword to a lightsaber, I may want to stick with this for a moment. Just one more brief detour before we wrap up this episode. Because we can go have a chat with Lieutenant Gren and show him that holdout pistol. And then we'll call it an episode. We'll go visit the exchange. Now we know Lieutenant Gren's hiding in the back here. Angry, angry fella he is.
Something I can help you with?
Yes, there's a blaster I'd like you to look at.
A blaster? I don't see why not. What? Where did you get this?
I was ambushed by thugs in a dock module. One of the attackers was carrying this. Yes, that's a good answer.
Interesting. This is no ordinary holdout blaster. It's been outfitted with a number of illegal modifications. You say you found this at the docks? That is disturbing news.
Not as disturbing as, like, giving you what sounds like it would have been a handy gun. So why is it disturbing?
When off-world weapons are transported onto Citadel Station, whether they are personal arms or shipments to be resold, they are inspected and licensed by the TSF. This confirms my fear that there is a source of black market weapons and components here on the station. I could use your help getting to the bottom of it.
And why should I help you when you've done nothing but dick me over since I showed up?
A relative stranger as yourself might be useful for the investigation. You'd be compensated, of course.
Like a new ship?
Great. The first thing I would suggest is showing the blaster around, discreetly. See if anyone on the station knows something about it, or at least reacts suspiciously. There's more than a few people around here I'd suspect having a hand in this. Anyways, good luck. Let me know if you find the source of the blaster.
Alright, one more quick trip. Alright, I know. These episodes are probably a little on the long side anyway. But I just want to make one quick detour back to the cantina. Asking questions is a dangerous hobby, Spacer. Okay. Our Duros friend here doesn't like us. Better off keeping your nose in your own business instead of someone else's. Never know when you'll end up dead, get my meaning? You never know when you'll end up dead either, brother. Get my meaning? Unfortunately, you won't get a chance to learn that lesson. Oh, really? Okay. I don't know if you've noticed, but I have one thing you don't. And that's unlimited power! Oh, he's gotten out his vibro sword just in time for Atten to shoot him out of midair. We don't get to ransack him? Oh well. Not my problem. Hi. He was dead when I got here. Alright, our friend Luxa here might know something.
Hello there. You know, I heard about what happened at the docks. Can we talk for a bit?
Ah, see, I knew she might be who we're looking for. And also, you said it wrong. It's hello there. Or hello there. Yes, anyway, go on.
I handle Vice. You know, spice, gambling, the good things in life. For the local exchange boss, Lopax Slusk.
Interested? That's a list of my favorite things.
I knew you were my type when you walked in here. I wanted to clear something up with you about the bounty on your head. Don't worry, I won't make a move on you. That Squid and I don't see eye to eye on a lot of things. You being one of them.
Okay. Interested?
Look, are you really Jedi?
Yeah, of course I am.
Oh, haven't you met a Zeltron before? We read emotions, you know. You're not Jedi. Not anymore, at least. This exchange bounty has nothing to do with you. But Slusk, my boss, won't listen to me. Still, you seem a very capable sort. Tell me, are you a capable sort?
I can find a few bodies if that doesn't, if you don't believe me.
Good. I like that in a man. So here it is. Help me with Lopax Slusk, and I'll keep the exchange off your back. And find your missing ship.
Ah. I think I can get along with you, Luxa.
What, besides his being your typically slimy Quarren? Slusk works for Goto, out of Nar Shaddaa. Now this Goto, he's rigid, ruthlessly efficient, and all he sees are numbers. Goto keeps the Squid around because he maintains a steady flow of income. Yet it's only half of what I know it could be. I should be the Citadel's boss, but Goto doesn't allow breaks in the chain of command. I can't go over Lopax Slusk's head, so I've got to take care of him myself. And I want your help.
All right, I think we can work out an arrangement here, dear.
I can get you into the exchange suites in Residential 082. They're west of the entrance. More than a few of the guards are in my pocket, so there shouldn't be too much resistance inside. When Slusk's out of the way, I'll clear up this bounty matter and get your ship back. Deal?
I think it's... I'm starting to think my spidey senses are tingling. But I'm gonna go with this because this is the best lead we've got so far.
We'll speak again then. Best of luck, handsome.
What can I say? I'm a sucker for a pretty face. By the way...
Lopax Slusk is waiting, handsome.
Oh, well, I guess we're not going to find out anything about the gun from her. I figured since she seemed to be a little tied up with the exchange that perhaps she might know a thing or two. I wonder if her brothers know anything about the gun. Dendis! I'm specialized in such things. It appears to be in good condition, but I wouldn't know the going price. I suspect that it's been modified, but illegal weapons are not my area of expertise. My brother deals with unsavory sorts. If anyone knows about it, it'll be him. Just don't let him sell you anything. It's just a few shells, Dendis. I can hear you quite clearly. I'll be going now. I have to go chat with your brother, Dendis. Your brother, Salmon. Looking back, how may Salmon Dobo assist you? Well, what you could tell me about this blaster, brother? Let me take a look at it. Does that line go on for... yes, very interesting. Very good craftsmanship. I'm glad you approve, Salmon. But no, I can't tell you anything about it other than it's a holdout blaster upgraded. Okay, I think there's something you're not telling me. I want to know who sold the weapon I was attacked with. There's something you're not telling me. There's something he's not telling me. And why would this be of interest to you? I heard there was a healthy trade in black market goods. I want to know who sold the weapon I was attacked with. No, there's a healthy trade in black market goods. No, he's a black market guy. I don't want to get on his bad side. I will admit that I sold it, but I sell a great many things. You cannot hold it against me for doing business, can you? I won't. But let's see. Perhaps you should be more careful who your weapons are purchased by. I heard there's healthy trade in black markets. So it's a good thing I didn't go. Do you know anything about the smuggling operation on the station? I know it's an extremely lucrative arrangement. You might say my knowledge is first-hand. I expect the pay is good. I pay extremely well given the dangerous nature of the work, that is, as long as you remember to carry out your tasks discreetly and effectively. And so what can I do for you, boss? Basically, there are 3 items I need to fill out my next shipment. Leaves from the Bacani plant in the Ithorians Bavarian, a personal shield unit be kept in their docking bay, and medical supplies from the medical unit in residential 082. But I need the Bacani plant sample. I'll try to find more about where the other things. Have you been to the Ithorian compound? Residential module, yes. You must already know they're Bavarian, where they cultivate flora they import from other states to be transplanted on the surface. Ithorians are mostly concerned with the various plant species in relation to the cultivating of surface telos. They don't know as a few of their plant specimens have other uses, such as they'd be willing to pay large sums of credits for extracts from restricted imports and exports by the Republic, blah blah. And Ithorians are able to bypass these regulations, which presents us a unique opportunity. You sound like Dario Cueto from Lucha Underground. One of his trademark unique opportunities. So just walk in and take the plant? Not even a whole one, a few leaves of a particular specimen. They're protective of their plants, don't expect to let you take it. After all, if it was that easy, I wouldn't need you to do it for me, would I? I think I might be able to grease their wheels just a little bit. What should I do then? Should be careful. Leave it to you to figure out the best way to get the leaves. I'll be back. Alright. I think that's a good place for us to leave it this time on Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic to the Sith Lord. So until then, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like the video if you liked it. Subscribe if you're new. Share on social media. Follow on social media. The social media handle is Unsilent on Air, and that is for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tumblr. Don't forget you can check out more Knights of the Old Republic 2 in the playlist. It's on the screen, in the description down below, and more videos anytime on the channel page. And until the next time, I'm Unsilent. Thanks very much for joining me. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time.